Here we are.
Yep.
The Legacy Lab is born.
Yep. Here we are, guys. So, Dad, here we are.
We are here.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling nervous. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm very nervous.
I am too, but I feel like since we've been like setting up all morning and stuff, my nerves have gone down.
That's true. It was really fun setting up, getting everything organized. But because we took a post, we did a picture and we posted on Instagram.
That was
said, here it's coming. We put it out to the world, and that was scary. I had butterflies.
Me too.
Butterflies.
My heart was really pounding because that is the first time I've posted on Instagram about like my whole journey and stuff.
Yeah, I had butterflies. Couldn't tell if I was hungry, if I was like nauseous, but we put it out to the world. We took a huge step, and not many people do that. Yeah,
I agree, and I'm excited. I'm really excited.
I'm very excited, and I'm very excited to be doing it with you.
Yes,
that's the best part.
That is the best part.
So here we are.
Yep.
The Legacy Lab is born.
Yep. Here we are, guys. I'm excited.
So, do you remember how this all came about?
Yes, I do. I was here one night, and I feel like we were having just really good conversation. I remember, and then I had to leave to go dog sit, and on the way home, on the way to dog sitting, I was just like thinking, and I was like, I really want to do a podcast with Dad, and I was like, and I know if I text him, it's gonna happen. So if I text him, we're gonna do it. So I decided to text you, and here we are.
I got the text, and I was immediately like, yes, but I also was like scared, but then I was like, holy crap, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Because if you remember, I had been talking about doing a podcast. I had been thinking about it. I talked to somebody that I know, starting to brainstorm.
Yeah, I remember you were like, I want to start a YouTube, and I've been talking to this guy. And
but in the back of my head, I was like, this would be really cool to do it with Kenzie. And I hadn't told this guy. I was just like thinking about it. And then when you texted me, it was like a coincidence.
Yeah.
And I was like immediately fired up and knew that we were going to do it.
Yeah,
so
me too.
I'm glad that we both came to terms, put it out there, and we're making it happen.
I knew right when I texted you that like this isn't a joke and it's happening.
Yep, you put it out in the universe and it comes right back at you.
Yep. Gotta manifest.
Manifest, that's right. So why, like, we put it out there, we both put it out there. I know why I wanted to do it. Like, why did you say, hey, let's do a podcast?
I think that ultimately when I was thinking about it, I was like, me and Dad connect on so many levels, and we have like, when we put our minds together, we like come up with like so many good things, and like we just flow. And I think that other people should hear what we have to say and our opinions, and to hopefully motivate and inspire people to do the same as we're doing and just get out there.
I agree. So I had been thinking about it, and one of the reasons, there's numerous reasons, but the foundation was really all growth. Like I wanted to continually grow. I wanted to give back to other people. I'm 46 years old, and I've been on a long journey of business, of fitness, of entrepreneurship, of dadhood, of marriage, all the things. And I feel like the journey that I've been on, I've learned a lot. I've done some good things and I've made some mistakes. I would love to give back to the community, the entrepreneur world, the dad world, anybody out there that I can inspire. If I can just help one person, I would really love that, to just help them get through a tough time, or give them some guidance, or most of all, help them grow. Because it really just comes down to mindset. And that's the final reason I wanted to do it, is I wanted to grow personally as a person. And this had always been in my mind. And I knew that if I didn't scratch the itch, it was always going to be there.
I agree. I feel like, obviously I'm only 16, but I feel like I've learned so much with just like our mindset. Like you've taught me a lot, and I feel like I have knowledge that could help other teens or adults that I could help grow.
I totally agree. We do a lot of reading, we do journaling, we do a lot of mindset work, and that's really what it all comes down to. So if we can help other people, then awesome.
Yeah. So you said at the beginning that you were nervous, and I'll just elaborate on that and tell me why it's scary and stuff.
Yeah, growth is hard. For me, I've always been a really private person. I haven't really put myself out there. I've just kind of like put my head down and done the work. But I just have this calling to put myself out there and do something bigger than myself and give back. And part of the journey is growing. And it's what I've been learning and really thinking about is it's not so much the end goal. It's really about who you become on the journey to reach that goal. And every time that something comes up that is hard, that causes me to grow, I'm better in the end for it. And this was just the next step.
I think for me it's scary because obviously I'm still a teenager and like a lot of people have opinions, but at the end of the day I know that I have good knowledge to share. So if I can just put myself out there and just get past that scary part, then it's going to be good and it's going to lead me to success in the end. So
I totally agree. And there's so much, everybody thinks you have to be an expert at stuff to like teach, but you literally just have to be like one step ahead, one chapter ahead, one paragraph ahead to help.
I also feel like even if you're behind a step, you can teach someone anything. You're knowledgeable and you can teach someone at any level that you're at. So
100%. But for example, we read a book, we learned something. If somebody hadn't read that book, we could teach them about that.
Exactly. Book. Yeah.
So, so growing is hard. It's painful.
Yeah.
Tell me about a time when you did something that was hard. It was forced you out of your comfort zone, but ultimately you grew and now you're thankful for it.
I've had a lot of moments like that. I feel like I've always tried to push myself out of my comfort zone. Like, for example, when I went to that field hockey camp with only one friend, that was very challenging for me because I'm kind of a shy person, and that made me talk to other people that I didn't know. And also, a time recently is when I had to do that speech in front of the whole school. It was only for like less than a minute, but I was so nervous, and ultimately it did make me grow because now I know that I can do it, and it gets me one step closer to being better at public speaking.
Yeah. So you're glad that you did both.
Yes, I am very glad.
Though in the moment it was so scary.
It was so scary. When I got back to my seat, my legs collapsed.
I remember you telling me that you felt like you blacked out.
I did. I don't remember the speech. When I got back to my chair, I was like, Amelia, what did I just say? I couldn't remember. Yeah. What about you?
So for me, there's been a lot of stuff that has scared me, from having kids to getting married to starting businesses. But a couple of like ones that come to my mind. One, when I did my first fitness competition, it was super scary. I'd always seen these guys on magazines. I'd seen them on stage. And I was like, how do they do that? I had no idea. And I thought it was like a million miles away. And I literally just looked in the mirror one day and was like, I'm going to do this. And I set my mind to it. And it was probably the hardest thing I've ever done. I had no idea what I was doing, but I started doing the work. I hired a coach. I researched it. I read about it. I just became obsessed with it. And at the end of the day, I did it and it was awesome. And I'm so much stronger for it. And then I ended up doing a second one, and the second one wasn't even scary. It's just like, I did it.
I think another thing that I'm currently am scared of right now is our current growing phase that we're going through. I'm so scared, but I trust our coach, and I trust that he's going to put me to where I want to be. And I'm just going to stick to it and follow the plan.
One other thing that I'll talk about that scared the crap out of me, but caused me to grow, and I'm so thankful I did it, is when I first started investing in real estate. I had this mind, again, I woke up and I was like, I want to do this, and I didn't know how to do it. I saw everybody else doing it, so I started learning about it. I listened to podcasts, I read books, I networked with people, And I prepared for 6 months, and I knew there was going to come a time when I had to say yes and just do it. And I don't know if you remember, but we were at the San Diego Zoo in California.
Yeah.
And the person that I'd been working with texted me and said, "Hey Mark, I have a deal for you." And literally all the preparation that I had done for 6 months came down to this like one decision of, am I going to say yes and do it and have the faith and believe in myself? Or am I going to say no and continue to think I need to figure out how to do this and then ultimately regret it? I remember saying yes, and I committed to it. And it was the scariest thing because when we got back from the San Diego Zoo, I had to wire money off. And I remember sitting there with my finger over the button, just like, okay, once I hit this button, there's no going back. And I hit the button and sent the money, and I was like, well, I guess I'm a real estate investor.
That is, I never knew that story.
That is the true story of how I did my first deal.
Oh my gosh.
The coolest thing about that first investment led me to do over 8 figures in real estate investing.
Oh my gosh.
So by doing one deal, it started the snowball of like knowledge and networking and doing the thing.
Yeah.
And ultimately it led to lots and lots of real estate deals.
This is actually weird that you brought that up because I've been thinking about asking you about investing because I want to start to get into learning that stuff.
Well, now that we're doing this, we will get into that
on
future episodes.
Stay tuned, guys. So, ultimately, how is growth and scary growth going to lead you to be a better person in the end?
I think we both just touched upon it.
Yeah.
My take is it's scary. You lead up to having to make the decision. You're looking at the decision square in the eyes, and you have to trust yourself. You have to believe in yourself. And once you say yes, you just figure out how to do it. And when you get to the other side, you accomplish it, you grow. You have to expand to do whatever goal you set out you're going to do. Like, you're expanding your current self.
Yeah.
So once you grow, like, you've expanded and you've improved yourself. And then the next time you go to do it, like, you know, public speaking, next time you go to public speaking, you're gonna be like, oh, I can do this. It's not that scary.
I think for me, like, growth is scary because I know that, like, once I set my mind to something, like, there's no going back. But, like, I also know that, like, once I get past that hard part, it's gonna be, like, just good from there. Like, it's just gonna lead me to more steps to be the best version of myself.
Well, it leads to, like, you learn from it, you get knowledge, you get confidence.
Exactly.
You can inspire people. Like, there's so much good.
Yeah.
It just expands you and everybody around you. And it's just great for everybody. So now, we just talked about growth, how it can be scary, it can be challenging, all these things. And we are doing something in the moment right now that is scary and caused a lot of emotions leading up to it. But already me sitting here talking, just doing it, it's not that scary.
Yeah, it feels like it feels good.
It does feel good.
It feels like we're growing, and we are.
We're growing, even though we're, only however many minutes in. We've already expanded and we have the experience. And we're going to do awesome. We're going to inspire other people. So what else are we going to talk about on these episodes that people can like tune in and look forward to?
I think something that they can look forward to is we have a bunch of knowledge about mindset, fitness, nutrition. You have a bunch of stuff about business that you can also teach me on this podcast, and so much more. We have so much.
There's a lot. We'll definitely get into those. Definitely get into business, discipline.
Yes, definitely.
We'll get into some of our like routines,
habits,
how we shape our day. Reading, journaling, just a lot of everything surrounding growth. Just doing hard stuff.
Because ultimately, everything we do is for growth. We like to grow.
We like to grow. And so the Legacy Lab is born.
Yes, here we are, guys. Welcome. So that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for what we're gonna talk to you guys about next.
Thank you for watching, and stay tuned. Lots of exciting stuff coming.
Make sure to subscribe and comment and like.
And share with everybody that you know. That
Help support. Yeah.